Okay, Beth Ann, do you want to go ahead?
Yeah, hey, Yealimi.
Hi.
I know that was a tough finish. You're still smiling though. Can you walk me through 18?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I was smiling because it was funny. Like ridiculous. I don't know. I hit my drive pretty good, but ended up in the rough, like a few feet from the fairway. But the lie was like okay. Like the ball was sitting up, but I guess there was like a little grass behind it, and I had like 175 to the hole, like 150 to carry. I was thinking of 6 or 5, and I ended up hitting 5, and I actually thought I had good contact on it. It flew pretty good and it was on a good line, but like way short. I think it flew like 140, and then the water, 4th shot on 2-putt double.
So you're only 3 shots back when you step back and look at the whole big picture.
Mm-hmm.
How do you kind of get mentally, kind of shift gears going into tomorrow to put away the end of the round?
Well, I just want to focus on the good holes and the good shots today. I mean, it was really just the last three holes that were a little unfortunate, but overall I'm hitting it good and I was putting it well. I'm playing well, so hopefully tomorrow we'll start good and finish good.
Yeah, what do you like these greens in particular? I mean, what do you like about Carnoustie the most?
It's a really interesting course. When we first got here too, I thought it was very, every hole is different, and you have to think a lot around here and just really keep it in the fairways. And I'm just like, I was hitting it really good, just off the tee, and then hit a lot of greens. And the greens, they're not as fast as like you think a major golf course would be, but they're still rolling really well, and I think they're pretty firm. And with the rain, of course, it got slower and softer. So yeah.
I guess my last question would just be, how challenging were the conditions out there today for you, and what are you hoping for tomorrow, conditions?
Yeah, it got like really dark on 11, and it was like really weird. It got really dark and started raining a bit, but it wasn't actually as bad as I thought it'd be. Like the front nine was super nice, and like I came here prepared to wear, like rain gear all day, and I literally wore like sweats underneath my rain pants because I didn't think I'd take them off. But it got really nice in the morning, and just some rain, a couple holes, but overall really good, I think, for Scotland.
Cool.
So they just asked me to ask 3 questions for you. How has the adversity you faced earlier this year motivated you over the course of the season?
Yeah, it was really hard at the beginning of the year, both just mentally and physically, just my golf game not being in where I wanted it to be, and everything else outside of golf, and just it was really hard for me, and I'm still working through it, but I'm just really glad I've been on a good stretch in Europe. And it's also like my first time being away from my parents, because they usually go to all my tournaments, but the month in Europe I've learned a lot, and I think I grew a lot, and just really happy with how everything's trending right now, because it was a really tough start.
And what has been working so well for you over the last month and a half?
Mainly my ball striking is mainly just like it's back to like where it was and where it should be, in my opinion. Like I wasn't hitting it great before, but it's a lot better. There's not much to my swing, but for some reason I wasn't hitting it well. But right now I'm hitting it a lot better, and just putts are going in. I switched back to the arm lock actually at KPMG, and from there it's been really good. Yeah, really good actually. Yeah.
And how much confidence did your week at Evian give you heading into this major?
Yeah, a lot of confidence and positive vibes, because it was my best finish at a major at Evian, and my previous finishes at majors were tough. I mean, we're not as good as I thought they could be, but a lot of good vibes and good confidence for this week.
Sorry, Beth Ann would like to ask you one more question.
There's a hand.
Yes. You said you feel like you've grown a lot on your own over here in Europe. How so? What's an example of that?
I guess I definitely felt the I guess, loneliness that I've heard about a lot. I mean, of course, like on tour, whether it's the men's tour or the women's tour, just being out on the road for so long, especially by yourself, it gets really lonely. And like every day is like the same, like golf course hotel, especially in this bubble that we're in. It's like just like so repetitive. And I miss my parents just being there with me to talk and eat together. And yeah, I miss them actually. I haven't seen them in a long time. But yeah, I grew, I guess, just, I don't know, all I can think about is I was pretty lonely and just hard.
You're learning to adapt, I guess, huh?
Yeah, and I'd say I adapt pretty well, and I actually like being by myself. I'd say I'm pretty independent, even though they're always there with me. But yeah, I usually like I'm okay with like being at a hotel by myself. Like I remember last year, Scotland, it was like this too, like the bubble, and I actually really like it. You know, golf course, hotel, watch some Netflix, eat. Like it's super easy, but just like keep on doing it every like day for a couple of weeks. It gets like, especially I ran out of shows to watch too, so it's even more hard.
I know that feeling.
Yeah.
Thank you, Yealimi. Appreciate it.
Great, Beth. Thank you. All right, we're done.
All good? Okay.
Yeah, thank you very much.